All right, got a call from a facilities manager I reached out to yesterday. He actually ended up getting back to me once I got home. It's for my commercial cleaner here in St. Louis. Said that he wasn't too happy with his current cleaning company. Said they were focusing on floors as well as he wanted them to, and said there were some other maintenance things that he wanted us to see if we can come out and bid for. Total facility is about 1.5 million square feet, so we got that set up for next Tuesday to go out and do a walkthrough with them. Should be a great opportunity for my client. I'm happy, or can't wait to see where it goes.
Got two for my client that has a double market. The first one was in Richmond with a contracting company. They have about 15 users. They don't really have an IT department, so the director of operations has been handling everything IT. He's looking for a reliable partner for everything IT. Should be a pretty good appointment out there. The next one was for the same client out in Charlotte. It is going to be with a manufacturing company. They have around the same users, 15 users, looking for things like cybersecurity compliance because they are in that manufacturing realm. So both of them should be pretty good appointments.
I got an appointment for my client in Louisville this morning. I spoke with the regional of a property management company. Says she oversees 16 different buildings. This one we're looking at is 56,000 square feet. They got 8 different buildings out there. They said they're having leaks and other issues, so we're going out there next Monday at 10 a.m. We're going to shoot them over a proposal for those fixes, and we're going to look at some of their other buildings on later dates. So it could be a pretty good opportunity.
Got one today for my client down in Miami. It's with a pretty good size engineering firm in Fort Lauderdale. Got a call back from the CEO. I had left them a voicemail about 10 minutes prior. So called back, he had listened to it, was interested. They have an MSP they're working with right now. Nothing pressing, but he's always open to looking at options. So we set up an in-person meeting for Monday. It is about 40 users. They have about 10 remote people. They go through VPN. They have physical servers on premises as well as cloud. It's one location. So gonna go out there Monday, see what we can do for them.
I had a pretty good one this morning. I've been trying to reach this regional property manager for about a month now. Finally got him on the phone. He actually told me that they're looking to get coatings done on 3 different properties. One of the properties alone is about 70,000 square feet. At the end of the call, he told me that they need some patchwork done on a few other properties because they're trying to sell a few of them. So my boss is going to be going out there next week. He's going to be meeting with the director of property management and the regional property manager. So he's going to drop off some info and then go to all the different properties.
Let's go.
I got one for my client in Louisville. I spoke with a gatekeeper at a property management company and left a voicemail for the district manager. She oversees 16 properties, gave me a call back, said that they have issues with one certain property right now, so we're going to go give them a proposal for that, and then we're going to go look at the other properties they have issues with. So there could be a couple appointments that comes out of it. So.
Let's go.
I got one for 10-4. I left the voicemail to the CEO, engineering firm. It's about 40 users. He called back, had some tough questions for me, but managed to. Just like specifically about 10-4 that I was not fully equipped for, but reeled it in. He was pretty impressed by that. So all the information involved. Yes, use Volvo. So yeah, it's a good opportunity. It's in person. He wants to meet Monday afternoon, so set it up. We're gonna have Mario go out there. It's in Fort Lauderdale, so we have some clients out there. It should be a really good opportunity.
Let's go.
Any good ones from yesterday afternoon?
Well, there was an Oxamo one.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, a roofing company in Rhode Island. Spoke to the owner, and he was open and optimistic right off the bat, so it was a pretty quick pitch. Didn't really hit him with value statements. I said, I'd just like to get you to talk to our director of sales, Sam, and we arranged something for this afternoon, so I'll hear about that later.
There you go, man.
I had one yesterday. Thank you. 480 users, 11 locations. They're cloud-based. It was for my client in Cincinnati. Looking for a couple of managed services, but mainly they were looking at compliance and cybersecurity as a service. So exactly what my client's looking for.
Tell us one more time. Let's hear the story.
Yeah, so I built out a record yesterday. I've been trying to back through some bigger properties for ServiceMaster. Called, actually left a guy voicemail and shot over an email. I just got done eating dinner and was watching my show with my wife, and my phone started ringing, and I answered it, and the guy was like, "Hey, is it Ron?" I was like, "Yeah." It's like, "Oh, it's Rick over at Husman. Where he's like, you must have seen that I was looking for some new services," and I was like, "Sure." So we got to talking. They said that their current company wasn't doing a good job, specifically on floors. Also asked if we could do some light bulb changes. Found out that we can. And when I got to square footage, he said that they are a 1.5 million square foot facility, and wanted to meet next week on Tuesday. So I got that.
Did they do refrigeration?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a huge one. Huge.
RaShaun, what did Bob or Chris say in that text message?
Yeah. So I told Bob, I texted him after I said it, and I was like, "Yeah, I set it up for my couch." And he said, "You need to call 2 men in the truck and have them haul that couch to work."
That's off around what time again?
So I got the call around like 6:15 p.m.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. I mean, guys, I don't expect you to work 24/7, but I mean, if you want some appointments and some action, you leave a good, juicy voicemail. You better believe it. People wrap their day up. They're going to make some calls when everything's done. So, be real specific with your, what do you call it, the notification thing?
Yeah.
Like if you're on a do not disturb time, turn it on and don't get disturbed. But if you don't mind taking a sales call and making some money, be ready, because that's when they do happen. It's when they do happen. And to that point, if you mix it up every now and then, come in a little bit early, call before standard hours, or come in a little bit later and call after the business day shuts down. A lot of times people are there answering the phones. I certainly answer the phone more often when it's after 5, because there's just not as much going on. It's kind of how it works. That's a killer story. Thanks. Who else? Any big deals? Proposals? Anybody got a story that can follow that? Aaron, all right, let's hear it.
Not really, but I got a proposal. I got 2 proposals out for jam. That's yesterday. One was for 4,000 MRR, and then the other one was for 9,590 MRR.
I got one by IT client. They're between $4,200 and $5,000 MRR. They're replacing network engineer who left in October. They're just going to take that whole thing over for them. And then Orbital Energy got back to me today about one that was initially estimated at $45,000. Went and met with them. They're like, "We're doing some building electrification coming up. Why don't we just add some onto this?" He came back with a quote for $1.03 million for the facility in Rockford. They want him to do a bid on the facility in Ohio as well. But he's going up there for the second site visit with the electrical contractors Thursday, and presenting an agreement Thursday as well.
That's a cash deal, right?
Yeah. So there's no financing involved with that. We don't got to call out to banks or anything. They're just like puking the money the minute they sign the deal. So.
That's awesome.
That's a reigning offer.
That's a great one.
Straight cash, homie.
Straight cash, homie.
Yeah.
What's your commission on that if it goes?
$51,000.
Let's give him that. That's all?
I got an appointment for my brand new client in Fargo Roofing. Spoke with the manager of operations at a marketing firm. He said he doesn't know if they're having issues out at their commercial building, but said he has a residential property. It's a 20-year-old roof, has a couple issues. Said it got leaks and pretty hard to get to spots, and said he thinks they need a re-roof. So set the appointment for next Thursday at noon when he's off work. So that should be a pretty good one. Should close pretty fast.
Got one for my Nashville commercial cleaner. Reached out to a architect group. The lady told me that she's always open to having some other options as far as cleaning goes. Wanted us to come out next Friday to meet with her, do a walkthrough, and give her a comparison quote. Should be a pretty good opportunity, and excited to see what happens.
I got a good one from my client out in Ohio today. I spoke with a regional property manager. He informed me that 3 of their properties they needed coatings done on, and a few properties that they were looking to sell needed some patchwork done. So my client's going to their headquarters next week. We'll be meeting with them and assessing the damage on all the properties, and should be able to provide a quote then and there.
I got 2 appointments today. The first one was for my client in Columbus. They currently are outsourcing with a few different companies for specific things, but they're reviewing their budget here in the coming month, and they were curious as to exactly what we could offer them. So wanted to see exactly what we could do and if we could offer them a better price point for some better service. So have that one set up for sometime in March, and should be a pretty solid one. And then just got one here for my client in Iowa as well. It's with a law firm. They feel like they're overpaying and the service isn't very consistent. And they're really just looking for something different and, like I said, a little more consistency. So got about 10 users over there. Should be a pretty solid one.